Hello everyone, this is Nirupama Mishra, Faculty of Library and Information Science from the UN Autonomous College. Students, we are discussing that the part Aacr2, which is very important and very essential for every library to access or to identify or prepare for the catalog cards. We know the Aacr2 is the basic and very contentious information provider code which provide a basic and uniformity to maintain for preparing of a catalog card. Before Aacr2, we should know what is the library catalog. Library catalog is very important element and it is and the processory part you people are very well known. What is the meaning of library catalog? Basically, if the users come to the library, the user should be known or should be concerned or bibliographically contain three elementary access. One is author, second one is title, third one is subject. Aacr2 is a guideline or it is a code which provide the basic and descriptive information about a book or about any content information. Those are available and those are stored in our library. So, Aacr2 is prepared in first edition was published in the 1967 and it is prepared by the ALA known as the American Library Association, the Library Congress, the Library Association of the London, the Canadian Library Association and many others European countries are prepared Aacr2. This is known as the Anglo-American Cataloging Rule and 2 is for the second edition. First edition of AACR was published in the 1967. After second edition was published in the 1978. Third or second edition will be revised in the 1988 and third edition which is known as the RDA. Okay, it is published in the 2003. In this year, the Aacr2 should be changed their name, that is known as the RDA. Okay. So, this is the contextual information or this is the primary information about Aacr2. Aacr2 is a library catalog code which help to prepare a library catalog in the library. Okay. So, this is the structure. It is a code. It is divided in whole the chapters of Aacr2 should be divided into two chapters, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is defined 13 chapters. Part 1 have defined 13 chapters including the general rules of the description of any manuscripts, book, journal information, how to prepare catalog of cartography materials, cartography including your map, atlas, globe, many other things, music, serials, any other non-book materials, those are available now, those are available in the library. It will be how to prepare the library catalog and what are the basic rules. So, those are detailedly and very clearly defined in part 1. Part 2 is divided and included 6 chapters. Okay, 6 chapter it is started from the 21. Okay, it is continued with the 13 and 21. Gap is 9. The 9 gap should be defined for the further development works. Now, we are starting for the learning in the online educations. But at that time in the 1988, the online education are not available. That the reasons the creates a hard gap for the 9 chapters. Those we can access other information available in the library, we should attach in those 9 gaps. Okay. So, chapters part 2 should be defined or should be started from the 21 to 26 chapters. 21 describe the choice of access point. If you have known the library catalog, the first access point is very important. This is prescribed or presenting by the heading section. And those information in the chapter 2, chapter 1 to chapter 26 is defined all the basic and accessing point of the library catalog. So, this is the basic structure of the Aacr2. After this, we should start the Aacr2 following 3 levels. Okay, all the card of a library catalog should be defined or should be analyzed or described 3 level of the information, level 1, level 2 and level 3. Level 1 is given the maximum information of a document. Maximum information means it is the necessary information those who can identify the particular elementary document in the course of the library. Because library not want the book for the 1 or 3 or any document, those are available in the library is the much and more. That the reasons a particular identification procedure should be followed, that those who can access all the information those are available or stored in our library. The label 1 is given the necessary and identification information of a document. Okay, those what are the necessary or identification of a document? That is the author, editor, the publications, the ISBN. ISBN is known as the International Standard Book Number. The detailed description of a particular document. The standard 2 seriously describe the standard description including for a document to further identification should be easy and easier. How it is implicated? It is implicated through the physical description of a document. What are the basic other informations? Those are easily identify the particular book or particular document in our library. The label 3 should be covering the every description label which are itemly and applicable in the particular including cataloging card. If we are prepare a catalog card, we should access or we should put all the information of a document, its author, its title, its subject, its physical description, its pages, its illustrations, every information. Those are actually define a book, identify or define a particular document. This is the reasons the Aacr2 followed the 3 level of the information. Then another concept, very important aspect is that Aacr2 types. How many entries are prepared in the Aacr2? Basically, Aacr2 define 3 main entries. Okay, one is main entry, second is added entries, third one is reference entries. What is main entry? Main entry is define the basic and important information of a document, any kind of document, those are available or those are stored in our library. It will be contain every aspect of the information, every bit of information, those are easily identified by the users or by the users to identify where the information is available. It is defined or maximum information of a book should be maintained and covered in the main entry. After that, it is the added entry. Added entry will be defined the basic element, those are a part in the main entry, but it is not highlighting, like your subject is put in the main entry, but it is not highlighted, but in added entry it is highlighted. And added entry should be prepared into joint author. If there is a book with a 2 or 3 authors, the 3 authors, the first author you prepare the main entry, but other 2 authors are more important. Those are students in our college or any kind of students. They are not aware who is the first author, who is the second author, who is the third author. They know who is the author because they are not part of the library cataloger or any internal part of the library. They are only users and they are know what is the information, who is the author. So, this is the reason we should majorly importance the Aacr2 majorly define the containary information of every part of the element, those are available or those are identify a particular document. That the reasons Aacr2 focus on the joint author. And we should prepare another entry for the joint authors in the added entries. And collaborators. Who are the collaborators? Like your editor, compiler, reviser, translator, illustrator, those are also same contributed acceptable and they are also responsible for the prepare a document. That the reasons Aacr2 given the right to define their consent responsibility in the library catalog. That the added entry also prepare from the title, because already I am telling that the users are coming to the library with the 3 aspects. One is your subject, your title and your author. Okay. So, this is the reasons we should prepare a added entry under the title. After that, many books are continue as the series publications. That the reasons added entry also prepared from the series. Okay. After added entry, you should prepare a reference entry also. Who is the reference entry? Now, those given the another information, little bit information of a book, like author have 2 names, the book should be published in the 2 titles. That the reasons we should prepare reference entries. Okay. Reference entry also divided as the C reference entry and C also reference entry. Basically, we should used in the 2 type of reference entry in the many libraries. And Aacr2 is a very easily and very friendly for every cataloger to access, to prepare and to define the particular collection. Those are actually available in our in the particular library should be clearly defined to the users, and it is very easily, it is very logical, it is very user friendly, and it is strictly follow the ISBD format. ISBD, what is the ISBD? Now, this is International Standard Book Description. ISBD should be followed in the Aacr2 code. This is your entry structure of Aacr2. Basically, Aacr2 have 8 areas or 8 sections are there. This is the structure of a library catalog. This is the height of library catalog, those are 7.5 centimeter, it is the 12.5 centimeter. This is the call number area, this is accessioning number area, this is author, this is the particular element, those are defined the particular document of the library. First one, this line is first vertical line, second one, this line is second vertical line. Okay. So, if this line is prepared for the clearly and definedly described in the Aacr2. This is your call number area, who is defined the book number and class number. It put the call number, it is the accessor number, it is the author area. Author, it is known as the heading section. This section is defined as a heading section. Author, put the author name here. Author is the first author, this who is known as the first statement of the responsibility, who is take the responsibility of the particular document. This is the title, it is separate from the colon, that is subtitle. Okay, if the document have two title and subtitle, you put the title here, it is started from the second vertical line, but author is started from the first vertical line. Okay, so in the second vertical line, we should prepare another paragraph, that is title, subtitles, slash first statement of the responsibility. After the subtitle, we should prepare a slash. Slash means by, or this document is prepared by. Okay. First statement of the responsibility. Aacr2 define the author is the first person who is responsibility for that particular document. It is maybe a book, it is maybe a map, it is maybe a music, it is maybe anything, those giving the knowledge or information. Okay, the first statement of the responsibility, after that you set dot and space, edition, and after that if the editor is available, you put slash, same slash, and write here the first statement of the related to editions, dot and space, first place, okay, where the document published. Okay. The place should be put here, after that colon, publisher, who is the publisher of that document. After that comma and put the year. Okay, this section is known as the leading section. Okay, this is the heading section, that is the leading section, because this lead the document. After that, it is a physical description area. Physical description, it is most important area. It is known as given the detailed information about a document, that is number of pages, how many pages are there. After that, illustration pages, how many illustrated pages are there in the, if it is a book, it is a dictionary, it is maybe illustrated pages. Many books now many books are there from a CD, from a illustrated, from photographs also put in that books. So, this is put here, how many illustrated pages are there, you put here. After semicolon, size, what is the length or what is the size of the document. After dot and space, series, semicolon, number of series, what is the series name and how many series are there, put here. After that, the note area. Note area define the detailed document should be given or should be attached any other information, like suppose a book is published another name, suppose a book is written by a second author or written by any other information, those are detailedly highlight in a book, this is put in the note area. After that, you put the ISBN number, that is International Standard Book number. After that is the tracing section, last one is your tracing section. The tracing section indicated what are the added entries. After that, this is the main entry structure. Okay, tracing section indicate what are the next added entries are there using in this added entries, like your subject. In this section, tracing section should be defined first subject, after that authors, if there second author put here, if there a second editor put here, if any series title put here in the tracing section. After it, in the catalog card you should see a hole mark is there. Hole is known as a punching hole. The library had a cabinet, that is known as the library catalog cabinet. In the library, after the preparing of the library catalog, all the catalog are arranged in that punching hole should be a proper catalog cabinet by the alphabetical order to identify or access the particular information easier from the cataloger and also by the users. So, this is the your Aacr2 structure and the role of Aacr2 and how to prepare a catalog from the using the Aacr2. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.